camp is set up. Bed set up, counters kind of organized. I'd actually like to build a couple of shelves while I'm out here this time. It's just cluttered in that one corner. Be nice to be able to, have a spot for things. Keep it decluttered. But yeah, we're set up for tonight. I'm not even going to start the wood stove right now. It's plenty warm in here. I think, what do we got here? Plus, what, 1? Plus 1 in here. I don't have the fire started yet, so there's no point in firing that thing up until she gets a little cooler tonight. Won't take long to heat up. I will get the fire started outside though. Plan on doing some outdoor cooking tonight, so it'd be nice to have a good bed of coals. And I want to start burning some debris around the property. Well, we got a really warm day at the cabin today. It is melting big time. Quite a bit of snow has melted since I was here last. I think last time I was here it was still fairly cold. But I've been away from the cabin for a little while. I ended up getting a new job, so that kind of took me away for a little bit. But that's all established now, so I'll be able to come out to the cabin and make more content. So yeah, a lot of snow starting to melt, and I can't wait till it's gone because I've got stuff to do out here. Just looking around, debris starting to show up, so I'm going to start a fire today and start burning some of that. And some of the bucked up poplar that I have around the yard, I'm going to gather up and start splitting that up for outdoor wood. I'm also going to try and tackle some of that wood that I bucked up there last time I was out, maybe the time before. Anyway, we'll start splitting that stuff up. I'm going to buck up the rest of those logs that I got over in the corner as well. And then just putz around the property. I wouldn't mind shoveling off the roof on the cabin, get the rest of the snow off of it, and kind of get prepped for, some warmer days. Maybe I can put the other side of the roof shingles on. And what else was I going to do? Oh, I want to build a couple shelves for inside to declutter the counter. Just make it neater and tidier. Anyway, you'll probably start off with getting an outdoor fire going here. I want a good bed of coals going for supper tonight. I'm going to be cooking over the open coals outside. Let's see how that turns out. We'll start off with the bottom slab here. And that'll work. Alright, this should light up again. Done it before. Oops. Famous last words. Now let's go check the temperature. Seems to be a lot of activity in the bush today. Birds and squirrels and stuff. Oh, this one says +7. It's pretty warm. I only have a t-shirt on right now. Stuff is really melting. It's good. Kind of chomping at the bit to get rid of the snow. Here's one of the jobs for the day. See how effective I am at getting some of the snow off the roof. There is no snow on the roof. Well, a little bit at the end there, but that's melting pretty quick. Hopefully in the next bunch of weeks, next month or so, most of the snow melts here and I can get working on this side of the roof for putting the shingles on. I got caught off guard last fall. Surprise cold snap and then snow after that. So put a halt to that real quick. Anyway, the other side of the roof still got quite a bit of snow on it. Not quite a bit, but it's covered. It's melting though. Certainly not as clear as the other side, but that's not much there. That'll melt here in the next few days for sure. Anyway, I'm kind of glad I got the bulk of that snow off. It makes it safer and just dries it up quicker. Well, a bright sunny day today. We're up to plus 10 now. It is melting big time out here right now. I managed to get all the snow off the roof, except for the one side here. There's a bit of ice on it, so it'll have to melt in its own time. But for the most part, majority of the snow's off, which is good. Got some firewood split, and I was gonna make a couple shelves, but for the inside of the cabin, but I decided just to hang out and enjoy the nice weather. Got a pretty good fire going, good bed of coals going, burning up a bunch of debris around the property, and I'm gonna be making supper over here in a little bit. Yeah, just enjoying the nice weather. It's about time that the spring weather came. Really looking forward to getting rid of this snow. Kind of hindered by it right now. It's holding me back from what I want to do. I really wanted to go and get working on the firewood campaign, but I really got no place to skid these logs to until the snow's gone. So, and then I want to start gathering other logs to use for material for the firewood sheds. Anyway, we'll just have to wait. I mean, there's a lot of snow this year. It's probably the most I've seen since I've been in this area, 20 some odd years, and we're well over 4 feet of snow this winter. We usually get 2 feet or something like that. Usually about this time of year, it's starting to get really sparse, right? But in the bush, I think it's going to be a while before all the snow's gone. Even though it is melting at a pretty good rate right now, and I am seeing some spots like just on my driveway and that they're opening up. The more heat hits the snow and melts it, and the trees and that will radiate the heat. Well, it should speed it up. But I'll just plug away here. Haven't been here for a couple weeks because of my new job. I've been busy getting orientated with that and getting established there, so I had to put the cabin trips on hold for now. So, but with the weather coming nice and into spring and established with the new job, I'll be able to make more trips out here on the weekends and stuff like that. I gotta make plans to get my raised beds ready. We'll get them sorted out once the snow's gone here. I got a bunch of topsoil I can fill them up with. I think I'm gonna actually put those raised beds kind of on the side of the cabin here. It's still fairly open and gets plenty of sun. But I've got some rain barrels that I want to set up, and I'll be able to collect rain off the roof and use that for watering the raised beds. I'm going to be doing like a back to Eden type garden with the not so much the wood chips, but I'll be using debris from the bush floor, leaves and sticks and stuff like that, and then grass clippings from cutting my lawn and stuff like that. And I'll layer it, brown, green, brown, green, brown, green. It'll just decompose that way, and that should give it a nice mixture of nutrients, well-balanced mixture of nutrients. I've done that before in town with those raised beds over in town, and that's the way I had my garden in my yard, and it turned out really good. So, but the only thing is here I'm gonna have to make some sort of fence or protective fence around it for to protect against the deer. Anyway, but that shouldn't be too problem. I got a plan for that. Yeah, anyway, we'll just sit here and enjoy the rest of the day. I'll be getting supper ready here in a little bit and start cooking. We don't really get dark here till after 8 o'clock now, so that's quite the difference from the winter when we get dark 20 after 4. It should be pitch black, so got lots of time, lots of sunlight. Just waiting on the snow to melt, and then we can get busy with activities. Alright, what is for supper tonight? Well, we got some carrots and potatoes, onions and tomatoes, and I'm gonna end up wrapping those in tin foil with butter and seasoning and cooking them over the grill of the fire pit. Should turn out pretty good, it usually does. And then I've got some chicken drumsticks that I'll be cooking over the open flame. Should be good. I just gotta season up those drumsticks. Let them season for a bit, half an hour or so. In the meantime, I'll get these on over top of the fire. Get them cooking. It's the best way to cook carrots and potatoes. Wrap them in tin foil and cover them with butter. I'm gonna throw some tomatoes in there too for something different. Don't usually do that, but try it this time. Threw a bunch of crackers out earlier, and the whiskey jacks are going to town on it. Still got a couple sleeves of crackers left. These are just crackers left over from the house that weren't being used, so might as well bring them out here. Okay, let's get this prepped. Brought this one piece out from the house, and I just decided to stop at the grocery store and pick up, the cabin's own supply. No reason why, can't have some out here. That, and get these tomatoes. I've never tried this before with the tomatoes, so I can't see why it wouldn't turn out all right. Top it off with a big blob of butter or margarine or whatever, and then salt and pepper. these. That. Kind of like a boat. Just shy. There's that. Ready for the fire. All right, now let's season up these drumsticks. Now I'm just going to be putting the seasoning on here, no breading or anything like that. Salt, pepper. Just like that. All right, everything's prepped and ready to go. Just have to wait for the fire to get ready. I'm just letting it burn down a little bit. Flames are a bit high, but it's got a good bed of coals on it. And I could probably throw the vegetables on right now. But I'll wait till the flames go down before the chicken goes on. But we're ready. Okay, so I got the vegetables on for about 20 minutes or so now. I'm going to throw these drumsticks on. Right over the coals. See how those turn out. Coming along nicely. Give her a little more time though. I've just flipped it once, so we'll give her a couple more turns and go from there. But I think the vegetables are pretty much done. And I'll just let them coast on the grill there while the chicken finishes up. That is excellent. The tenderness of these vegetables is perfect. I thought I may have overcooked them a little bit, but they turned out awesome. Oh, hot. Woo. Yeah, she's starting to cool off. Sun's going down. So I'm not sure how cold it's supposed to get. Maybe down to -5 tonight. Which isn't so bad compared to what we've been dealing with all winter. But I think today we got up to +10. And it was just an excellent day out here. I got a few things done. Got the roof shoveled off. And I got some wood split. But I mostly just sat around camp and enjoyed the day. Watched the birds. flying out in and out. Chickadees and whiskey jacks were feeding on those crackers. And actually, the whole bush seemed alive. Like there's a lot of squirrels in that out and about too, chirping away. And ravens, lots of ravens today. I'm definitely considering this the first day of spring. It was so nice. Even though we're a few days off from spring. I think, what's it, the 18th today? So, yeah, 3 days. But I'm so looking forward to the snow melting. It's kind of holding me back a little bit. Try some of this chicken now. Mmm. Done to perfection. Mmm. Skin is so crispy. And I like those tomatoes in there. It really added to it. So I ended up making it to 7 o'clock tonight for starting the wood heater. Figure might as well start now. Even it's so fairly warm in here still. Give her another match here. What an excellent day today. Beautiful spring day. Like I said, up to plus 10. Sun was out, birds were out, squirrels were out. Bush was pretty active today. We got a lot of snow melting. Got a few things done around the cabin. Got some wood split. Got the roof cleaned off. I didn't get around to making any shelves for inside the cabin here, but I was too busy enjoying the day. That's a minor thing I can do another time. Lots of time for that. And it was a great day to come out to the cabin. Looks like we're going to be getting a little bout of winter though. Expecting another inch or two of snow tonight. That's what they're forecasting. So may wake up to a fresh blanket of snow. Inch or two isn't bad compared to what we've had this winter, so should melt pretty quick. Next week's supposed to be up into plus 6, plus 7 degrees Celsius, so it won't last. Just the last kick at winter, right? Anyway, I think that's gonna be it for tonight for me. Pretty tired. All that fresh air again kind of kicks a guy. So I think we're about 8:30. I might kick back and watch a bit of a documentary, just to put myself to sleep. I give myself a half an hour or so. Anyway. Pretty cozy in the cabin tonight. I don't expect to burn a lot of wood. I've only filled that wood stove up once since I started it, and we're already up to plus 25. So, and it's just coasting right now. I got everything blocked in. That damper I put in, I got it closed off, and then the damper at the front, the air intake damper, it's closed off too, and it's nice and cozy in here. I think we're only supposed to get down to -3 tonight, which is Very comfortable. Even without the stove, like in the sleeping bag, I'd be super comfortable. Nice and dry and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm going to kick back and watch the documentary and relax for the rest of the evening. Love porridge in the morning. It's one of my favorite breakfasts. Steel cut oats, some butter, brown sugar, and some raisins. It's nice and filling, but you don't feel bloated after. Yeah, it was quite the night last night. I accidentally, without thinking about it, stoked that, or loaded that wood stove up like I do on the cold nights. And the thinking was is I'd load it up and just block everything off and I would just coast all night, right? I wouldn't have to get up and feed the fire sort of thing, right? I could just lay down and have a good night's sleep and yada yada yada, right? So I go to sleep, but then I wake up around midnight, and it's so hot in here. And I look at the temperature and it's like plus 35. I'm going, holy man, is it ever hot? So I open up the window and open up the door for a little bit, let everything cool down. And then I just left the wood stove all night. It eventually cooled down because it burned itself out, right? But by about 4:30, 5 o'clock, I wake up, look at the temperature on the gauge there on the wall, and it's showing plus 7. I mean, without the stove going, it was showing plus 7. So I probably could have went all night without even putting a stitch of wood in that stove. The heat retention in the cabin at that point was good enough that, you know, my sleeping bag would have been great. I wouldn't need the wood stove at all. I'm not sure what the temperature is outside, but I stepped out and it doesn't seem that cold. So don't know how much use the wood stove is going to get here in the future with any campovers. Might just have it little fire going in there for some ambiance and to get the temperature up to, you know, say plus 20 or whatever, but it wouldn't take much heat to heat this little place up. Anyway, other than that, it was a good night. I had a good sleep. After I cooled the place down a bit, I was out for about 4 or 5 hours straight. So got around 5 o'clock, got coffee brewing and made some porridge and just kind of waiting for daylight to come now. Anyway, I guess we can start organizing stuff. I'm gonna be heading back to town here shortly after daybreak. So in the meantime, I'll finish up my porridge. So I came outside because I heard something and stepped out on the porch there and just took a listen. There are geese flying in already. It's what, March 19th today, and I heard geese flying, and there's still like a couple feet of snow, and everything's frozen. They're a little early, I think. I don't know what they're gonna do. Anyway, I missed that on the camera, but I went in and grabbed my camera, hoping to get some more footage of the geese flying over, and then the coyotes start yipping. So I managed to get that. It was a really eerie sound this morning. It's like super calm, like no wind at all. And then they have those coyotes start yipping and howling. Sun's just coming up, right? Anyway, it's a really nice morning out. It's kind of nice to have that encounter with the geese and the coyotes. Anyway, that's it. That'll do it for this trip. I got to head back to town now. I got some stuff to do in town. Everything's packed up. Camp's packed up, and it's ready to go for next time I'm out, whenever that may be. I'm hoping next weekend. Hopefully, well, I don't see a lot of snow melting. We're supposed to be getting another inch or two of snow, maybe 3 inches. I thought it was gonna snow last night, but I guess not. Probably later on today. I see it has clouded over quite a bit compared to what it was yesterday. So we'll probably get that snow today sometime. But throughout next week, it's supposed to be up into the pluses, so that snow will get melted away. By the time next weekend comes, it'll be back in -12. I think there's a low, so might be a good time to come out and do some actual camping out here in the cabin and not cook myself out. I'll have to pay attention to that heater a little better next time. Man, did it get warm last night. It was like seriously uncomfortable. Anyway, with that said, we'll talk to you later.